Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The Los Angeles Dodgers are making waves in the trade market, setting their sights on a big-name player to bolster their lineup as they push hard for another championship run. According to reports, they have shown serious interest in Colorado Rockies third baseman Ryan McMahon, a star from their National League West rivals. This potential blockbuster trade could shake up the division and add an exciting dynamic to the Dodgers roster. McMahon, who was an all-star just last season, brings a combination of youth, skill, and versatility that has caught the attention of the Dodgers front office. With the trade deadline approaching, the Dodgers appear eager to add another high-impact bat to support their already potent offensive arsenal. Ryan McMahon is a compelling target for several reasons. At 30 years old, he's in the prime of his athletic career and still has 2 more cost-controlled seasons left on his contract, which runs at about $16 million annually. This financial aspect makes him a rare commodity, an all-star caliber player who can be acquired without immediately breaking the bank. Given his prime years and contract situation, McMahon represents a strategic addition rather than just a splashy move. The Dodgers, known for their savvy trades, could view this as a golden opportunity to enhance their infield depth and offensive firepower at a reasonable cost. Despite his promising profile, McMahon's performance this season has been somewhat underwhelming so far. Through the first quarter of the year, his batting line sits at .211/.333/.373, which reflects some struggles at the plate. He's hit 6 home runs and driven in 12 runs, with a WAR of 0.7, which suggests he's providing modest value, but not quite living up to the expectations set by his all-star season. His weighted runs created plus, WRC plus, is 87, indicating he's been below average in generating offense compared to the league. However, stats don't tell the full story, and many believe he still has the potential to bounce back and regain his offensive mojo. One of the intriguing aspects of McMahon is his defensive prowess. He's regarded as a top-tier fielder with excellent instincts and a strong arm from third base. His defensive contributions are often underrated, but critical for a team like the Dodgers, who emphasize well-rounded players. McMahon's ability to avoid costly errors and make impressive throws helps stabilize the infield, something that the Dodgers could value highly given their ambitions this season. His defense alone could justify adding him, but combined with his versatility, he becomes even more valuable. McMahon's positional flexibility is another big plus. While primarily a third baseman, he has demonstrated the ability to play across the infield. This versatility allows the Dodgers to plug him in wherever needed, whether to cover for an injury or to give a star player like Freddie Freeman some rest. The Dodgers' depth chart at third base includes Max Muncy, and McMahon's presence would create a healthy competition for the spot, potentially boosting overall performance. This depth can be a critical factor as the grueling MLB season tests the endurance of any roster. Financially, McMahon's current production doesn't quite match his salary, which could make him available for a relatively modest return. The Rockies, who have been in a rebuilding phase, might be willing to trade him for fewer prospects given his down year at the plate. This reality benefits the Dodgers, who could acquire an established major league bat without sacrificing a significant part of their farm system. It's a classic win-win scenario. The Rockies get future assets, and the Dodgers get a player who can contribute immediately. The timing of the trade market is crucial here. McMahon's bat is starting to pick up as the season progresses, and if he can sustain this upward trend throughout the summer, his trade value could rise substantially. Several teams in contention might be interested in adding his name to their lineup, sparking a bidding war for his services. The Dodgers are wise to stay in close contact and monitor the Rockies' intentions, ensuring they don't miss out on what could be a key piece for their playoff push. Last season, McMahon's all-star appearance cemented his status as one of the better third basemen in the National League. His combination of offensive power, defensive reliability, and positional flexibility made him a standout for the Rockies. While this season has been a bit of a down year, the Dodgers' track record in coaching and player development could unlock the best in him. They've successfully helped other players rebound in the past, and McMahon might be the next beneficiary of their system. For the Dodgers, acquiring McMahon could mean more than just an upgrade at third base. It could be a strategic move to solidify their bench and add depth that lasts well beyond the current season. Freddie Freeman, a cornerstone of the Dodgers' infield, will benefit from occasional rest days, and McMahon's presence ensures that the team doesn't lose quality when Freeman sits. In a long season, this kind of depth is often the difference between making a deep playoff run and falling short. In summary, the Dodgers' reported interest in Ryan McMahon signals a smart, calculated approach to improving their lineup. They're targeting a player who, despite a rough start this year, brings all-star talent, defensive skill, and positional versatility at a manageable cost. If the trade goes through, it could be a game-changer not only for the Dodgers, but also for the NL West race. Fans and analysts alike will be watching closely as the trade deadline nears, eager to see if this blockbuster deal shakes up the landscape of the National League. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans around the world, brace yourselves for what could be one of the most explosive rumors to ever hit Major League Baseball. Shohei Ohtani, the two-way sensation of the Los Angeles Dodgers, finds himself at the center of a controversy that's shaking the very foundations of the sport. According to reports circulating on social media and whispers from so-called insiders, Ohtani allegedly stated that MLB umpires have been instructed to manipulate games. Yes, you heard that right. Not just bad calls or human error, but deliberate manipulation, possibly orchestrated from the very top. While Ohtani himself has not publicly confirmed these statements, nor has there been an official release from the Dodgers organization, the rumor mill is absolutely on fire. Fans, analysts, and even former players are reacting in shock, disbelief, and, in some cases, with a knowing nod as if to say, "We always suspected." Shohei Ohtani, as many of you know, is not just a baseball player. He's a global icon, a once-in-a-century talent who transcends the sport. Since his arrival in MLB, he's dazzled fans with his ability to both pitch and hit at elite levels, earning MVP awards and shattering long-standing records. So when a figure of his magnitude is linked to a claim of this nature, it naturally sends shockwaves far beyond the diamond. Ohtani has built a reputation not just for his athletic prowess, but for his professionalism, quiet demeanor, and respect for the game's traditions. That's why this rumor feels even more surreal. Could a player so revered, so universally respected, really believe that the integrity of the game he loves is being undermined by those tasked with enforcing its rules? The very idea has left the sports world in a state of stunned contemplation. Let's take a moment to understand the gravity of what's being alleged here. Umpires, the guardians of the rulebook, are accused of more than just making occasional mistakes. They're allegedly being told to influence outcomes, to shape the narrative of games in ways that favor certain teams, players, or even the league's commercial interests. This is not just about a blown strike call or a missed tag at home plate. If true, this would represent an institutional rot at the heart of Major League Baseball, threatening the very credibility of its competitions. Ohtani's supposed statement has fueled long-standing suspicions among fans who have for years lamented perceived inconsistencies in umpiring. It's the kind of accusation that, if proven, could lead to congressional hearings, sweeping reforms, and a complete overhaul of how MLB officiating operates. Of course, it's crucial to emphasize that as of now, this remains firmly in the realm of rumor. Neither Ohtani nor his representatives have made any formal accusations, and MLB has yet to respond. But that hasn't stopped the internet from exploding with theories. Some claim that Ohtani's frustrations have boiled over after being on the wrong side of a few questionable calls this season. Others suggest that this is an attempt by rivals to tarnish his image, especially given his massive new contract with the Dodgers that has made him the highest-paid player in baseball history. Still, others believe that there may be truth to the allegations. pointing to a series of controversial umpiring decisions in recent high-stakes games that appeared, at least to some, to favor big-market teams like the Dodgers and Yankees. Adding fuel to the fire, anonymous sources claiming to be close to Ohtani have reportedly confirmed that he expressed these concerns privately to teammates in confidence, describing a system where certain umpires are subtly directed to ensure specific outcomes that align with league marketing strategies. The idea, allegedly, is to keep playoff races tight, boost TV ratings, and ensure that marquee players and franchises are in the spotlight come October. If these whispers are true, it would mark a level of manipulation that rivals some of the darkest scandals in sports history, from the Black Sox scandal of 1919 to more modern controversies in the NFL and NBA. Fans who have long clung to the idea of letting the boys play are now grappling with the possibility that the game may be more scripted than spontaneous. It's important to consider the context of Ohtani's move to the Dodgers. After years of carrying the Los Angeles Angels without much team success, Ohtani signed a historic contract with the Dodgers, seeking not just personal accolades but team championships. Expectations are sky-high, and every game is scrutinized under a microscope. In such a high-pressure environment, frustrations can mount quickly, especially when questionable calls cost crucial runs or shift momentum in tightly contested games. Could it be that Ohtani, despite his stoic public persona, has privately voiced concerns about officiating bias and systemic issues within MLB? If so, he wouldn't be the first athlete to do so, but he might be the most significant one in modern baseball history, given his stature and global influence. Baseball purists and league officials, meanwhile, are scrambling to address the narrative. MLB's reputation has already taken hits in recent years, from the Houston Astros sign-stealing scandal to ongoing debates about the use of technology like automated strike zones. The idea that umpires could be actively manipulating game outcomes, whether on their own or under league direction, is a nightmare scenario for Commissioner Rob Manfred and the league office. Already, social media is filled with hashtags like hashtag MLB corruption and hashtag justice for Ohtani, with fans demanding transparency and accountability. Some are calling for an independent investigation into umpiring practices, while others argue that the league must finally embrace full automation for calling balls and strikes to eliminate human bias entirely. Interestingly, this rumor also reignites the age-old debate about the role of umpires in professional baseball. For over a century, human error has been accepted as part of the game, with the occasional bad call adding to the drama and unpredictability of each contest. But in an era where technology allows for near-perfect accuracy, fans and players alike are increasingly intolerant of mistakes, especially those that appear to disproportionately benefit certain teams. Will he address the rumors directly, seeking to clarify or deny the statements attributed to him? Or will he remain silent, allowing speculation to continue swirling unabated? His next press conference, game interview, or social media post could provide critical clues about the veracity of these allegations and their impact on his mindset. Regardless of how this saga unfolds, one thing is certain. The mere existence of such a rumor underscores the fragile trust that underpins professional sports. Fans want to believe in the purity of competition, in the authenticity of the struggle between athletes, free from manipulation. Whether this trust can be preserved or whether it has already been irrevocably damaged is the question now hanging over Major League Baseball like a dark, ominous cloud. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.